is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our morning sales boost. This is a sales mastery month. I'm going to take you through a 20 module sales mastery course. We're going to do one module a day. It's actually 21 modules, what we're going to do. One module a day, every day, Monday through Friday for the month of July. It's great to have you here this morning. Today is a special day. For all intents and purposes, it is the first business day of the second half of 2026. This is as close as we get, July to a mini January 1. And on January 1, if you think back when it's December 31 to January 1, it's like, this is going to be my year. I'm going to make it happen. And we have optimism and excitement, kind of like opening day in baseball, when every team is 0-0. And even the Oakland A's have an opportunity to be successful. They've been struggling. That's one of my teams for many, many years. And so in any event, we get a clean slate. And if the first 6 months were not great for you, you can just let it go. This could be the greatest 6 months in your business of your entire career. And we are activating our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group called Morning Sales Boost. And I'm going to drop that Facebook group here in the chat. And I'm going to be utilizing the Facebook group with, among other things, notes from the classes. So if those of you that like to get the notes, they'll be posted under files in that Facebook group. I'm also going to be posting a bonus video, which I'm going to drop in the chat right now, in the Zoom chat. But if you're out here on social media, or if you're watching the recording and you want that bonus video, it'll be under a post for that day. It's the Facebook group called Morning Sales Boost. So our topic today is Sales Mountain. And Sales Mountain is an idea that I came up with many years ago. And I actually don't know if it was my idea or if I read it in a book. You know, I'm pretty good at identifying the source of ideas. You know, when did that thought pop into my head? When did I learned about goal setting systems? I was in a Brian Tracy seminar, and there's 1,000 people in the audience. And Brian Tracy said, goal setting is a process. And I remember that very vividly. But I don't remember when Sales Mountain entered into my mind. And it is a very simple idea. But as far as understanding sales, increasing your close ratio, making you more effective, learning sales, this distinction is so powerful. And in the metaphor, you are a mountain climbing guide, and you're leading and guiding your prospect up the sales mountain into what's called the sweet spot. The sweet spot is where the prospect is ready to make a buying decision. So imagine you have this goal to climb Mount Everest. Well, you're not going to go climb it by yourself. You're going to get a mountain climbing guide. I think they call them Sherpas. And they're going to lead you up that mountain, in part to keep you alive, because there's people that pass away literally on that mountain. And so the Sherpa, the mountain climbing guide, is leading you, which is a great way to think about sales. When you're selling is a leadership role. The prospect is not leading you. You are leading the prospect. Jay Abraham says, your prospects are silently begging to be led. You would love me to lead you to sales greatness. And I'd love to do that too. Well, your clients are no different. So I want you to always remember that when you're in a sales role, when you have your sales hat on, you're leading the prospect. And we take them through a process to get them where they're ready to make a buying decision. In the Sales Mountain metaphor, that's called the sweet spot. So there is generic Sales Mountain versus customized Sales Mountain. So this is a distinction. A distinction is like a nuance. It's like this little nuance that understanding that nuance makes a big difference. So generic Sales Mountain. Right now on the Zoom, we have 67 of you on the Zoom. And so you're most of you are in different industries. Some of you, a few of you are in the same industry, but most of you are in different industries. So I train all of you generic sales mountain. Sales mountain is another word for outline. The outline of your presentation. Outline implies preparation. Okay. So right now, and I shared this with you guys the other day, I'm going to screen share and I'm going to show you my notes. So these are my notes for today. And this is what I go through when I'm training all of you. And these notes act as an outline. It's not a script. It's not a word for word script. It's an outline. See at the beginning, it says notes in the Facebook group. That was one of the first things that I shared. First business day of the second half of 2026. We're covering Sales Mountain. So this is an outline. This is how I sell. So one of the things that I was studying over the weekend was a video, which you guys can find online, of Richard Bandler speaking at Tony Robbins, one of his programs. Richard Bandler is the co-founder of NLP. And Tony Robbins in the video states that the basis of his work is based on Richard Bandler. And he says, if you've been impacted by me, then you've been impacted by Richard Bandler because he impacted me to impact you. And Bandler in this video is talking about modeling. If someone else is producing a result, if you do what they do, you'll produce a similar result. When you model someone, you model belief and strategy. So if you were to model me in sales, you'd want to know, okay, Eric, what do you believe about referrals? What do you believe about prospecting? And then you could take on those beliefs if you chose to. Because a belief is like a piece of clothing. You can take the shirt off, you can put on a sweater. You take the sweater off, you can put on a jacket. You take the jacket off, you can put on a t-shirt. Take the t-shirt off, you can put on a button-down shirt. So our beliefs aren't fixed. They're flexible. So if you really tuned in, okay, Eric, what do you believe about this? And sometimes I'll speak my beliefs. I'll tell you what I believe. Like I believe that every one of you is capable of making more sales. Every one of you on this call. You might go, well, Eric, I don't believe I could make more sales. Well, I believe it for you. So you could take on that belief and say, Eric Lofholm believes that I can make more sales, which could open up something for you. That just that one idea could create a breakthrough for you. So modeling is when you model somebody, if they're producing a result, if you do what they do, you could produce a similar result. And then the next thing you model is the strategy. So what is my strategy for morning sales boost? I have an outline. What is my strategy for a sales call? I have an outline. And your sales presentation is repetitive. In other words, you're selling the same product and the length of the presentation is basically the same. The probing questions are basically the same. The structure of the presentation is basically the same. So if you take the time to figure out your outline, you'll instantly be more effective for the rest of your life. So generic sales mountain, I teach all of you the same. Customized sales mountain, you take what I teach you and you customize it for your business, your industry. So generic sales mountain is lead generation, appointment setting, trust and rapport, identify customer needs, share the benefits, close, objection handling, and follow-up. There's 8 steps to it. So generic sales mountain is always 8 steps. I teach everybody the same. It's called generic sales mountain. Then you would take that and go, how do I customize this for what I sell? And once you figure out your outline, you've got it for the rest of your life. And it'll make everything in your selling run smoother. And so I put a bonus video. I dropped it in the Zoom chat earlier. I'll drop it in there again. And I'm also going to drop the Facebook group in the Zoom chat because this bonus video is going to be posted inside of the Facebook group as well. And so this video is like 39 minutes long. And if you study the video, It's going to help you. What you want to look at when you're learning from me, you always want to remember this. Okay, what are Eric's beliefs and what are his strategies? And that's not just with me, that's anybody that you're studying. If you know somebody and they're phenomenal at LinkedIn, you want to find out what do they believe about LinkedIn and what is their strategy or strategies. And then you can take on what they're doing and produce a similar result. When I learned about modeling, I was skeptical. I was like, come on, someone else is producing a result. If I do what they do, I could produce a similar result. I don't believe it until I tried it. And I tried modeling and it worked. There was a guy on my sales, not on my sales, there was a video of a guy who used to sell for Tony Robbins. His name is Roger. Roger was no longer with the company, but his video is in the archives. And I watched the video and I watched him get referrals in a sales call. It was a live video. It was a video of him doing a live presentation where he asked for referrals. And he got a bunch of referrals. And I'm like, all right, if I model Roger, then I will get a bunch of referrals. And guess what? I got a bunch of referrals. Thousands of them, no exaggeration, off of his strategy. And he got it wherever he got it. I didn't come up with the strategy. I modeled Roger. Selling is a learned skill. Tomorrow at 9:30, I'm going to be doing a preview for a 12-week program where I'm guaranteeing you're going to get 10 clients, at least 10 clients. And if you would like to either be on that preview call or listen to the replay, what is Eric talking about? 10 clients? How does this work? Send me a message, text me, email me, Facebook message me, eric@ericlofholm.com. Say, hey, Eric, send me the invite for the preview. It's tomorrow at 9:30. And this is my newest program. It's called Create Revenue Now. It's where we guarantee you're going to get 10 or more clients in the next 90 days. So today, again, special day. First day of the second half of the year as far as the business day is concerned. First business day of second half of 2026. All month long, I encourage you to do all 21 lessons live or the recording. On this call, we're doing a 21 module sales mastery course. So that's going to wrap up our call. Thank you all for joining today. Yvette, thanks for joining today. Vicky, great to see you in class today. Urban, thank you for joining. Todd, great to have you. Thomas, great to see you, Thomas. Sylvia, thanks for joining. Sussy, thanks for joining today. Silva, thanks for joining today. Shell, great to have you. Thank you guys for the emojis. Sever, great to see you. Russ, great to see you today. Rose, thanks for joining. Roger, great to have you in class. Argors, thanks for joining today. Renate, thanks for joining. Percy, great to see you. Patricia, great to have you. Navneet, thanks for joining. Nargis, great to see you. Michael, great to have you. Murit, thanks for joining today. Max, great to see you. Marie, you have greatness inside of you. Marcus, great to have you here. Lisa, great to see you, Lisa. Kurt, thanks for joining. Kimberly, great to have you in class. Kim, thanks for joining. Karen, great to have you. Joseph, thank you for joining. Joe, great to have you in the conversation. Jody, great to see you. Joanne, great to have you here today. Jeffrey, thanks for joining. Jay, Mr. Consistency. Jacques, thanks for joining today. Yvonne, great to have you in class today. Helene, thanks for joining. Greg, great to have you. Frank, great to have you in class today. Thanks for joining. Eric, great to see you. Ed, great to have you. Diane, nice to see you, Diane. Clyde, great to see you, Clyde. Christina, you're an elite coach. Thanks for joining. Chris, great to have you in class today. Kathy, thanks for joining. Carl, great to have you. Callie, thanks for joining. Bob, great to have you in class. Bill, looking forward to our call. Avery, hope you come back. Thanks for joining. That's going to wrap our call. Have a great, successful, productive Monday. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Recording stopped.
Those of you on social media, thank you guys so much for joining today. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.